If you're needing help with magic metals, then this is the video for you. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the best possible ways to spend magic metals for both brand new players and tenured players. This is a great opportunity to think towards the future as you build your team up and crush them all. Now, as a reminder, common heroes give 30 metals per magic metal, rare heroes give 10 metals per magic metal, epic heroes give 4 metals per magic metal. Also worth noting that magic metals can't be used on event heroes, which includes Crushers, Blitz heroes, Legendary heroes, Monkey Roboti, and Holiday heroes. And we're going to start with the overview for beginners today. If you're new to CTA, then you're going to want to start by using your magic metals and guild medal request on Skeleton Giant. We've looked at Skeleton Giant in depth in a Heroes Magnified video that I've linked in the description below this video. Skeleton Giant provides a strong backbone for early PvP and is pivotal towards substantial growth when you're climbing the arena ranks. Starting with him is never a bad choice for a new player. And once you've gotten past this hurdle, there tends to be a little confusion for newer players. You're told to focus on Crusher Chest, focus on Vlad Blitz Chest, focus on decent commons like Dragonbot and Spike, and to focus on good PvP heroes like Gladiator, Aqua, Spark, and so on. Well, I'm here to help dissolve some of that confusion. For requesting medals in your guild, Monday through Saturday you can only request common heroes. Once you've maxed Skeleton Giant at 7 stars, you should start focusing on Dragonbot, then Spike, then whoever else. Focus only on requesting medals for that one hero until it is maxed. This will take longer than maxing Skeleton Giant, and that's fine. Good things take time. For Epic Sundays, I'd encourage you to focus on Scud. We've covered him in a Heroes Magnified video too. I'll link that below this video as well. For Flues, spending on Crusher Chest versus saving and spending on Vlad Blitz Chests is a balancing act. I'd recommend saving excess Flues towards Vlad and figuring out how much you're comfortable spending per rotation on Crusher Chests. For many players, this means Tier 2 or Tier 3 of most Crusher Chests. Then finally, for magic metals, you should be focusing on rare, then epic heroes that are going to bring the most to the table in terms of PvP. The best place to start this path is with Gladiator, who is one of the very best tanks in the game at all levels of play. I'll let you know now that it is going to feel like a long grind, but it is a grind well worth the effort made. Gladiator brings so much that I could discuss how great he is alone for the rest of the video, but we don't have time for that. Once he's maxed, you can safely make him 779, meaning maxed out weapon and awakened stars too. He's that good of a hero that you'll be using him for years to come. At least based on the current meta, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So, on the roadmap to magic metals, we've covered Skeleton Giant, now Gladiator. The next hero worth going hard on magic metals is the key hero to helping your Gladiator survive, and that, my friends, is Spark. Spark is a fire archer, rare in rarity, and comes with a really awesome 4-star ability which debuffs enemy fire heroes' attack power, meaning that he helps to mitigate the elemental damage caused by enemy fire heroes against Gladiator. You don't want to get him maxed before Gladiator, but he's a strong need as soon as you're using Gladiator as your main tank. Even at 4 stars, you're going to want Spark in your lineup to help in damage reduction. The next hero to focus on in the path of efficiency and what they bring to the table is Scud. Scud is an epic hero, meaning it is going to take a lot of magic metals to get him maxed. Scud is yet another hero we've covered in Heroes Magnified videos, so I won't go into a lot of detail here, just make sure you've watched that video so you understand why he's worth the effort spent here. Scud brings a massive amount of DPS power and is a hero that you should work on getting to 779 because he is versatile and will be used in multiple game modes. Arguably the only mode he isn't the best option is in guild raid events, but he shines so well in other modes that it more than compensates for this a good deal. A Scud being supported by Spark and Gladiator offers a lot for your ability to climb the arena ranks. And now the roadmap offers some personal preference choices. At this point, you should have a fairly strong idea as to what direction you're wanting to focus in on. A lot of players go heavy on dark heroes from daily dungeons, meaning their fire, earth, and water heroes tend to start slacking a bit compared to those strong dark heroes. So at this junction, I would recommend either focusing on Aqua or pushing on to the next session of the roadmap and working on good epic rarity heroes while gaining rare medals from other sources like daily dungeons, blitz chests, crusher chests, and premium chests for your rare medals. Mr. Moogle says that at this point, he feels that focusing on any A or S heroes of rare or epic rarity is fine based on personal preferences. I'll stress again that by now, you should have a pretty good idea as to what heroes you prefer, and should know what direction you want to lean towards. Now circling back around, I bring up Aqua because she offers great synergy with Atlantis and provides a strong hero for many Guild War teams. At this point, on your own personal roadmap, it is pretty likely she is at least relevant for her 4-star ability, though she is also good and can function as a strong DPS hero. I recommend the Heroes Magnified video we've done covering her in more detail if you choose to go this route. Now, once we've hit this level on the roadmap, there is a divergence. We have Shelly, the new Fire Epic Barbarian, as well as Thorn, the Poison Queen. When it comes to choosing which of these heroes to focus on, I'd lean towards whichever you have the most medals for already. For most players, this means focusing on Thorn. However, Shelly brings a lot of desired traits and a frontline tank and should be strongly considered by all players. One way of looking at this is in terms of cost. Since these are both epic heroes, they will cost 1200 magic medals to max. That's quite the investment, so you'll have plenty of time to weigh your options. I've mentioned in previous videos that I think it is best to save your magic medals until you have enough to purchase the hero you're upgrading outright. I would say that now it might be better to save for medal tournaments and get some extra tournament points by spending your magic medals that you've saved during these times instead. Now this wraps up what would be considered the strongly needed heroes on the map. Regardless of which order you do some of these heroes in, you could even prioritize in a different order if you know you're going to want to use a hero down the roadmap faster. You could rush Shelly, for example, after completing Scud for Strong Fire, or perhaps an alternative route for you would be running a lot of Poison, so maximizing your spending on Misty and Thorn prior to doing Aqua's more your style. Any of these choices is perfectly fine. This roadmap I've provided is just a good guideline of what I recommend for most players. And once you've reached this point of the roadmap, you can either focus heavily on hard-to-get epic heroes not found in Crusher chests or other sources. Good examples of this would be Tesla, Ice Cube, and Valkyrie. I'm closest with my Valkyrie, and I've been requesting her on Epic Sundays as well as saving my magic medals for her. Once I have her maxed, I'll be personally focusing my attention on Shelly, because I feel she has a lot to offer in terms of a tank, and is more or less a stepping stone between the tanks I currently have and the legendary King of Tanks, Ornok. The alternative path to focusing on these mentioned epic heroes is going to be to clear out as many non-event heroes as possible from a specific pool of heroes, so that you can focus on getting only medals of that element from daily dungeons of event heroes more easily. Now, I've not done this myself for my fire pool, but I have focused on dark daily dungeons to such an extent that now all I have left to max from that dungeon pool is Trickster. Meaning every time I go into a dark dungeon, I'm guaranteed to get a Trickster medal until I have him maxed. He's an amazing DPS hero we plan to cover in a future Heroes Magnified video, so if you haven't already done so, I'd encourage you to subscribe to this channel so that you can catch all of my videos when they come out and stay up to date on all the latest Crush Them All news and information. And now as I conclude today's video, I'd like to give thanks to Medivh for making the thumbnail for this video, as well as all of our other thumbnails. And I'm very grateful for all of his hard work. If you see him on the official Discord, be sure to give him a shout out. I'd also like to thank Godsey Lab for sponsoring today's video. I'd like to thank several Discord users who helped contribute to the content covered today, namely Aristai, Longest Yaboy, Mr. Moogle, and Flocky. I'd also like to thank users such as yourself who watch my videos and encourage me to continue making content. Your contributions are more appreciated than you know. If you'd like to support this channel in other ways, there are several things you can do. Comments, likes, and subscribing are great ways to show your support. There's also the link for my Patreon in the description below this video as well. And that's all the time we have for today. I appreciate you watching this video through to the very end. Thanks for watching.